true or false, but all time Steph or Magic. Just give me a quick one liner.
Magic.
Steph.
All right, there you go.
Go ahead, Trey.
No, you go first, bro.
Yeah, all right. Just 1987, 1979. Best offensive season of all time, arguably. Obviously, a 2015-16 Steph. Magic Johnson, 6'8", best playmaking transition point guard of all time, best transition player of all time. Magic Johnson next to Kareem. I just think what he was able to do, revitalizing the game. Obviously, in the 1980s, where offenses were prior to he came into the game, him and Larry obviously revitalizing the league. I think Magic Johnson was able to spearhead some of the best offenses of all time, especially in an era where spacing was not what it is today. I think the fact that Magic was able to beat the Boston Celtics, able to take on and beat different times. He's playing against harder competition with Moses Malone, harder competition throughout the entire 80s. And I think Steph played over the course of his career. I think Steph obviously won when he had a stacked roster with Kevin Durant. But I think that for what he did in the NBA,
we arguing stacked rosters with Magic Johnson and Steph.
Well, no, that's cool. But guess what?
Come on now, bro. He had Kareem. He had a top 5 player.
Let him finish. Let him finish, Trey. Let him finish.
Let him finish.
See, exactly. So Magic Johnson, better at that point in time, dominated the 80s, revitalized the offensive position, best point guard of all time, 5 championships, multiple MVP, dominated the era, third best player in the league for about a 4 or 5 year stretch as well. So that's it for me.
All right, so real quick, I mean, we arguing super teams with Steph and Magic, but I mean, if you want to argue that, I guess Magic he was drafted to a team that had Kareem. He was drafted to a team that was already a big market in the Lakers. Steph was drafted to the Golden State Warriors, and he has made that team a multi-billion dollar franchise. When Steph came into the league, how fast Steph changed the league with his 3-point shooting, being the half-court player he is and the pull-ups jump shooter he is. He's changed the league entirely. In 2016, he had the greatest offensive season of all time. We already know what Steph did in that season. Like to say Magic had a better season to me is kind of crazy. You want to argue transition, you want to argue half court setting. I think outside transition, Steph got it. Yeah, like I don't know why we arguing super teams though. Like if we talking about Steph and super teams, Steph still has if I'm not mistaken, he has 1 less ring than Magic Johnson, despite being on the worst team for longer. And yeah, like I don't know what we talking about. Steph averaged 30. He's better than 2016, bro. I don't know what we doing, bro.
All right, y'all got some time to rebuttal each other, debate each other. Is that it? Y'all want to call it quits on that?
Well, I want to know, why do you think why do you hold Steph accountable for super teams but don't hold? Why do you bring that up? Why you bring the super team argument?
Why do I hold him accountable for losing to LeBron James and flying to the Hamptons with the other best players on the roster and begging Kevin Durant to join his roster in the middle of his prime?
Magic had Kareem his whole career.
That's cool. That's fine. But he got drafted.
It's Kareem not together. They developed together. He got drafted. Okay, so he got drafted to a situation with a top 5 player of all time, and you're saying that he only won 1 more ring than Steph.
The only reason, now we have to take down this whole argument. The only reason Steph did that because he knew by himself he could not take down LeBron James. That was the entire construct of why he went and did that. So they literally were up 3-1. Steph drops in the playoff.
Okay,
he dropped over the course of that series in 15-16. No.
Okay.
He dropped the course of that series in 15-16, did he not?
He got injured. He got injured against the Rockets series. We all seen it happen live. Not only did Steph get injured, why we acting like LeBron James himself did not also try to get KD? That's a known fact that LeBron tried to get KD that same season. Everyone tried to get KD.
Are we talking LeBron?
Because we're using a player trying to get another player in free agency, like who was the best player in free agency, as a slight, despite the fact that he has 1 less ring than Magic.
73 having and then they added Kevin Durant.
Steph has never played with a top 5 player of all time. What are we doing?
He had a 73-win team and then adds Kevin Durant in the middle of his prime the next season.
And LeBron James asked Kevin Durant to join the next season after being that same team.
I can't speak to LeBron. He's not in this conversation.
No, because that's a dumb point. That's a dumb point, bro.
I can't speak to LeBron.
That doesn't credit Steph for having a super team. Because even if KD didn't sign with them niggas and he signed somewhere outside of like a LeBron team,
then if he didn't have KD, they wouldn't have 4 rings. They wouldn't have 4 rings. That's the point. They wouldn't have 4 rings. It's
already being the KD allegations considering he won last year. Steph literally won in 2022 without KD with a worse team. So you're saying a better version, a younger, faster, better version of Stephen Curry could not win again despite not having KD, even though he just did it?
Versus LeBron James and Kyrie and Kevin? No, I'm saying no, he would not.
Okay, but you say he would never have won it.
Trey. Okay, we're done.
2014,
even if he loses in 2017,
right,
forget
no
2017.
problem,
Even if he loses in 2017, what?
24.
I had to, man. I had to. Jesus Christ. Okay. Cruz put the poll up. Everything from this point on is gonna be fan voted. So, go ahead, put the poll up, man.
So can we say what we want, or do we have to be quiet so we don't sway the votes?
We can. Trey.
Y'all can talk about it as the polls going up. Go ahead.
How is the
2014,
argument
15,
Steph
Timothy
versus
Mozgov.
Magic, and you guys just spoke about KD half the time?
Damn.
I didn't even talk
He
about.
argued the KD.
I don't know why he brought
We're
Super Teams,
talking
though.
Steph and Magic, and I heard not one mention of the greatest shooter of all time, not one mention about anything that they did on the court. I just heard.
Oh no, the way
He brought up, that was a secondary point. That was
Yeah, Trey, you were counterpunching way too much, bro. You were counterpunching. You were counterpunching way too much. You didn't really even argue for Steph, bro. Like you were just countering.
Yeah, you're right.
There you go. So there you go. You got cooked.
Yeah, I could have argued better. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think Swiper argued that crazy either, though.
No.
He didn't make a great argument.
Yeah.
But Trey just hopped on this super team thing, and they just
Yeah.
went on a tangent.
What we saying?
Yeah. I didn't realize we had a time limit though. I didn't realize we was on a time limit. So my bad.
If both of you could lose, I would have said both.
I gave you a lot of time. Trey, I gave you a lot of time, bro. Come on, bro.
My fault. I didn't realize we had time. I did mention this.
Who do you think
They saying that debate was a recycling bin versus trash can.
I mean, if you want to say Magic's a better player, I still think Steph's a better player though. I think what Steph did in the short amount of time that he did it and how he revolutionized.
You can't make the argument now.
Greatest shooter of all time makes him the better player.
You're now making the argument you should have made.
No, I did. No, I did say that. I did say that. I didn't speak as clearly as I wanted to, though. I did stutter. I was going on a tangent. I was, all over the place. So
why are you admitting that, nigga? Why you admitting that?
Get him out of here, man.
All right, moving on. I ain't gonna lie.
Trey,
Swipe one.
Never admit when you fucked up. You
Hold
gotta
on.
Why would you admit that?
Listen. I'm a man. I can admit when I'm wrong. You feel me? It's that simple.
Swipe
It's
one
not
like.
about proving you can admit you're wrong. It's about not doing it.
It's not about proving anything. You're right. I'm just being me. Simple, nigga.
So why you apologize?
I'm not apologizing, nigga. I folded, nigga. I can admit I folded. What we talking about?
Yeah, Trey, you lost, buddy, by a landslide, man. Trey, final words, man. Appreciate you for coming on. Appreciate you.
Hey, my final words. Hey, appreciate everybody. Appreciate Bezos for inviting me. GK Trey on YouTube, GK Trey on Twitch. If y'all fuck with me. And hopefully, everybody have a good time. I got low winning this, by the way, or gifted, one of those two. But
pop it out.
Pop it out. Steve-O. Come on.
I ain't gonna lie, pop it out.
Pop it out. It's crazy.
Come on, Trey. What you doing?